What's up? Check it out, mystery machine, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Today, I shall talk to you guys about how to save money as a motorcyclist in Singapore. You know, money is an issue nowadays because somehow the government is more focused on strangling us lah. It becomes like one of their focus as a government instead of governing the people of Singapore. So yeah, you have to find some loopholes here and there to save some cash as a rider. Okay, my point number one is don't apply season parking. Okay, like me, only for today special, I pay with my cash card. Usually I don't lah. Usually I don't pay for my parking because whenever you can squeeze, just squeeze. But if it's like so bad to a point where you have to go onto the pavement, onto the void deck and come out of the pavement, that one like too drastic lah. If you have to take drastic measures, then don't bother lah. Just apply for season parking. It's just $20. Okay, point number two is service your bike on your own. Tip number three is fix your own bike. Okay, even amateur mechanic should be able to fix his own bike. You know, like basic problems like changing of brake pads, changing of brake disc, changing tires require a quite special skill. You need to know the techniques. Simple things like when your throttle cable snap, when your clutch cable snap, when you need to change side mirrors, when you want to change to new rims, when you need to change your clutch plate. All these small, I would call it small repairs. It's easy to do it. It's simple enough for you to do it on your own. That's point 2 and 3. Point number 4 is pump petrol at JB. Okay lah, for now we cannot do that because the border is closed. Such a bummer. I lose a lot of money on that. Especially as a mechanic, I don't earn much. It's not really a good paying job. So pumping petrol at JB is one of my lifesaver, and also my life-saving saver. It helps me a lot. Even if you pump in wherever you pump lah, there's no need to actually pump like 95, 98 VPower. Why? Because there's a in-depth, detailed research about higher octane level being more fuel efficient, being producing more power from the engine. Wrong. That research proved that all this is not true. But one thing is true. I can guarantee you one thing is true, because I removed my engine block and witnessed my piston, how shiny it is. When you pump at Caltex, yes, they have additives in the petrol that cleans your engine. That is definitely true. I've seen it myself. But still, pumping high octane petrol is more or less pointless lah. To me, at least, if You want to pump expensive petrol, then by all means, it's your money. It's not mine. I'm just here to advise. So like even during my stubborn days where I race on the streets with my friends, I pump 92, sir. I don't even pump 95, not even, especially not VPower. I think my whole life as a motorcyclist, I only tried, just for the sake of trying and experiencing the difference, I pump VPower like twice in my whole motorcycling life. The rest of it I pump 92. Why? Because I watch motor vlogs from other countries, and they're riding super bikes and they're riding really hard. Their bike performance is superb, and their petrol is not as refined as Singapore. Okay, it's the bike power is produced by the engine. Even if the octane level will make a difference, it will make such a small difference that you won't even notice it. So don't waste your money, just pump the cheapest petrol you can find. But if you go touring and you go to places like Phuket, Krabi, you will find like certain places very hard to find petrol, and there will be like push carts at the side of the road selling petrol from glass bottles. Don't buy that kind of petrol because it's not clean. Okay, it might be mixed with some shit, maybe kerosene. There was it's not clean lah. Okay, point number 5 is ride slow. Discipline your throttle hand. If you know you are low in cash, then it's not the right time to ride hard lah. Because if you want to ride hard, you'll be hard on your throttle, you'll be very aggressive on your acceleration. That will make your bike consume more fuel, and it's not healthy for your wallet lah. It's not healthy for your wallet, it's not healthy for your bike, unless your bike is built for speed, like a sports bike, super bike, and performance engine lah basically. So discipline your hand, especially your throttle hand. How you ride will determine the fuel efficiency of your bike. So yeah, it's not just the bike, it's your throttle hand also. Okay, point number 6. Especially if you're riding older bikes. Older bikes meaning a bike that is at least 10 years old. You can get your parts at the scrapyard. Okay, there's a lot of scrapyards in Singapore that keeps old bike parts. Like when I was riding my RXZ, it's not that old, but it's old enough for you to find parts in scrapyard. Okay, part number 7 is get your parts from suppliers, especially along Rowell Road, FJT, Auto Machineries, United Motors Public Limited, Private Limited, Public Limited. These shops, they supply parts. They are distributors of motorcycle parts. They sell parts very cheap. I can give you an example. Last time, I asked around workshops for my RXZ. If I want to overhaul my RXZ, I asked for quotations from a lot of workshops. They say, okay lah, workmanship, including parts, including all the gasket, everything, right? About 500. They charge me $500. The labor alone is 200. Then I go to the supplier. I try to get some parts that won't spoil so easily. I get the local parts, meaning it's not the original manufacturer parts. You should know lah, ori or local. It will be labeled on the box. You imagine I change everything, almost everything, except for the gearbox. Every single bearing, every single oil seal, every single gasket, I change my crankshaft, conrod and piston set. Like usually when people overhaul the conrod is good, they will use it. They will use back the same conrod. If the crankshaft is good, they will use back the same crankshaft. For me, no, I don't do that. Because I get my parts on my own, and I know I whack my bike, so I get new parts lah, even if it's not destroyed. And with the crankshaft and everything, it costs I think around 250 or like almost $300. Then I fix my bike on my own, especially RZ lah. I can even overhaul the engine myself. So it costs like $200 less. If let's say I don't feel like changing the crankshaft and the clutch and the conrod, I only seized my piston and I need to rebore the block, I only change that part. It's like very cheap, I think like what, $60. It's almost nothing, bro. Why is this bus so slow? Can say I'm tailgating him lah. That's not healthy. Come on, go, make your split, Yay! Thank you for giving way. Oh my god, so shiny, man. Just like my future, so bright. Okay, never mind. Under tunnel already. Okay, let's move on to point number 8. If you really want to go cheap and you don't wish to buy parts from Singapore supplier because you don't you think that you can go lower, can, but you must do a bit of hunting. What I mean by hunting is you need to hunt for part suppliers in Malaysia or Thailand. But you make sure you have to know the supplier well. You need to be in good terms with them lah, because if they want to betray you, they can betray you and give you local parts lah. Like my friend Hassan, she made a deal with some shops in Thailand, in Bangkok specifically, to deal with him whenever he need parts. He can bring in almost anything for Honda Wave, as long as the price is right. Don't bother modifying your bikes. If you want to save money, just keep it standard, keep it stock. Then even the LTA won't bother you, even the TP won't bother you. You are already riding slow, not like this guy. Use hard compound tires, they last longer. Don't go for high grip or that. Since you're already riding slow, you won't be much problem. When you are on the road, it's rolling for maybe 15 minutes. The tires are already heated up. The grip is almost the same as medium compound and soft compound tires. So nothing for you to worry about. It's good enough, it won't kill you. Kanina, lane sebelah kan ada, asal nak kena overtake sebelah-sebelah gitu. Bodoh kan, habis nak selit tak berani. Bye. If you want to save money as a motorcyclist in Singapore, this is the few things that you can do as a motorcyclist. Why would you do that? Because the government strangle you so much already. The government take a lot from us already. You still want to give them some more? No, right? And just find these loopholes. Okay, guys. On that bombshell, I like to end this video. And do share with me in the comment section if there's any other tips or any other ways that you can save money as a motorcyclist in Singapore or any other country. I don't mind. In general, we all like to save money. We don't like to spend so much, right? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.